Hi my dear children, good morning and welcome to today's session. Today we gonna revise our exam portion, okay? So today we gonna start revising our semester 2 very first lesson, okay? Just revise once what we learned before, okay? So in this first lesson deals with decimals. In the decimal, the main thing is you need to you know how to convert. This is a fraction. How to convert a fraction to a decimal? Okay. So I'm already informed you the number after the decimal point depends on the zero. If it is only 1 0, there should be one number should be there after the decimal point. For example, if there is 2 0 means 100. 2 0 is there in denominator means there should be 2 numbers should be there after this decimal point. So always remember the 0 decided the numbers after the decimal point. Okay, that's an important thing. Keep this in your mind. Okay. The next thing is so how to read, okay? 0.7 means how, so you should write. It's important for one word. 0.7 is read 0.7. Like that you want to write, okay? Next, one more thing is there in decimal, in tens. In tens, there is one decimal point, okay? In tens, there is one decimal point. Hundreds means it comes 2 decimal point. Thousands means 3 decimal points, okay? And next thing is you need to find the value. How to arrange this? If the given number is like this means 234.5 means you know how to place those number in the place value chart. Okay. Before the point before decimal point as usual how to arrange ones, tens, hundreds. So after the decimal, this is a point. So after the point the very first number is called tens. So the second number is called hundreds. The next number is called thousands. Okay. So the thing is, you should add this term THS. Okay. Are you clear, guys? The next the thing is, so the 3 sections are there: tens, hundreds, and thousands. Okay. Come, let's once we can recall this example. Express each decimal as a fraction. Okay. 0.5 means so you should just reverse of that. After the point there is one number, so you should know. If there is only one point after the decimal, denominator will contain 1 0. Okay, there should be 1 0 in the denominator. If there is 2 number means think it is 100. If it is 3 means think it is 1000. Okay, are you clear? So here also the next type. So here 0 start with 0. Here it is 5.6. So 5.6 is equal. How to write this? After the decimal there is only 1 point. So 10. One number. So 10. So 56. Take this. Remove this point and write this number together. So 5.6 is equal to. So after the decimal there is only 1 point. So denominator is 10. So now remove this decimal and write together. This 56 divided by 10. Are you clear? Likewise here it is decimal as fraction. Here just reverse that fraction as a decimal. Okay. Fraction means don't need to confuse fraction. A term contains numerator and a denominator we can call as a fraction. Okay. Decimal means point. If this point is there we can call as a decimal. Okay. Are you clear, guys? So keep this important terms in this lesson. Kindly practice. Okay, take a workout note and practice well this 2 section. Okay, keep your workout with your own example in this 2 section. Very, very important section. Okay, in this lesson, this 2 section is very, very important. So practice with your own example. Okay, guys. The next section is comparison of decimal. In this comparison of decimal, how to compare the 2 decimal to find which is greater. Okay, so likewise here are 2 questions, 2 numbers are there. You want to compare this 2 number and find which is greater. So just arrange those numbers in the place value chart. In the place value chart, after arranging you should compare the numbers. Okay, compare from the hundreds place. Okay, 100 both are same, here both are 2, here both are 3, here both are 4. So come to the tens place. After the point you just check. Here after the point here 5 and here 6. So 5 is less, 5 is less when compared to 6. So 6 is greater. Okay. So the greater number is second line 234.65. Okay. Just comparison, very simple but very important. Okay guys. Okay students, our second lesson is profit and loss. In this profit and loss, first we learn about money. Okay, how to convert paisa to rupee. Okay, those areas please be clear. 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa. Remember, very important. 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. Okay. And the term currency means a money used in a particular country. Okay. Now how to convert paisa to rupee? What do you do? What do you want to do? Paisa to rupee. So lowest to biggest. So what do you want to do? Divide by 100. Okay. So here let's see the very first example. Already we discussed. So once again I am recall. So please today I plan to revise the first 5 chapter. Please work out with your own example. Okay. You should practice own example means, in a sense, here it 400 is there. So in this question, so you try with 200. Okay, that is own example. Work out with your own example. Okay, so to convert paisa to rupee, what do you want to do? First you want to write 100 paisa is equal to 1 rupee. So 400 paisa is equal to 4 into 100 paisa. So 4. Okay, or either next method is you should follow this method. Okay guys. Okay students, 400 paisa is equal to 400 divided by 100. So cancel this. So 400 divided by 100, cancel this to 0, you will get the answer as 4. Okay. Likewise, practice with your own example. Very important. Convert paisa to rupee. Next one is addition and subtraction of money. Normal addition. Okay, normal addition. This also practice with your own example. Okay, please be honest and practice. Do the revision. Okay, it helps you a lot. Okay, guys. Addition, subtraction, as well as multiplication and division of money. This two section is very important. Next one is profit and loss. Okay. So profit and loss. See some of the terms, terms are there. New words is there. Cost price, the rate which a product is bought by a customer. Selling price, the rate at which a product is sold. Okay. Profit means, profit is equal to, how to find profit? SP minus CP. It is selling price minus cost price. Loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. If SP is more, SP selling price is more, always think there is a profit. Okay, it's a profit. If CP is more, there is a loss. Okay, this two term, please my dear children, keep this in mind. If SP is more, there is a profit. CP is more, there is a loss. Okay, are you clear? See, when SP is greater than CP, there is a profit. So SP is equal to CP plus profit. CP is equal to SP minus profit. Or in other words, we can write that profit is equal to SP minus CP. If loss is equal to CP minus SP. Are you clear? These are the two important formulas. Okay. Okay, dear children, come to this example. Okay, find the profit or loss. Okay, here CP is 578, SP is 768. So SP is more. So if SP is more, there is a profit. If profit, what's the formula for profit? Profit is equal to SP minus CP. What is SP here? 768 minus 578. Okay. Please, my dear children, please do the calculation along with me. Please do the subtraction, my dear kids. Okay, guys. Okay, dear children, what is the answer? Is rupees 190. So the profit is rupees 190. Likewise, finish this. Or if you can't able to do with your own example, try to finish this. Work out with this area. Okay. Already I gave this as homework. Those who didn't finish, please at least in each section do practice 2 or 3 sums. Okay. So next lesson is length. In this lesson, you should know larger units of length as well as smaller units of length. Okay. Larger units of length. What are the larger units of length? Kilometer, hectometer, decameter are the larger units. Smaller units are deci, centi and milli. Okay, decimeter, centimeter and millimeter. These are the smaller units. Okay. Now see the conversion of higher units to lower unit. If you want to convert from higher units to lower unit, remember this thing, my dear students. Multiply by 100. Okay, multiply by 100. If you want to convert lower to higher, divide by 100. Okay. So here 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. 4 meter is equal to 4 into 100, 400 centimeter. Now 4 meter 20 centimeter is equal to 400 plus 20, so 420 centimeter. Okay. How to convert lower units to higher? If you want to convert lower to higher, divide by 1000. Okay, divide by 100. 100 as well as depending upon the terms, here in this example, if you want to convert meter as kilometer, you should divide by 1000. As centimeter as meter means you want to divide by 100. Millimeter as centimeter you want to divide by 10, depending upon the terms. Okay, depending upon the units you want to use the numbers. Okay, the thing is, if you want to convert lower to higher, the concept is division. There, if you want to convert higher to lower, use multiplication. Remember these two things. Okay, guys. Now, as usual, addition is there. Already I gave this. Add the following as homework. Those who finish, leave it. Others, please practice this. At least 2 or 3 do this. Okay, practice this sum. Okay, subtraction of length also there. Please practice that. Dear children, our next lesson is lesson 4, mass. In this lesson also, we have some own words. The standard unit of mass or weight is gram. Okay, so 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram. Next one is smallest unit of weight is milligram. Largest unit of weight is kilogram. Okay. Next, to how to convert higher units of weight to lower units. To convert higher units of weight to lower units, we multiply. To convert kilogram to gram, what do you want to do? Multiply kilograms by 1000. To convert gram to milligrams, multiply grams by thousands. Okay. So here next session is conversion of lower units of weight to higher units. What do you want to do? You should divide. To convert grams to kilograms, divide grams by 1000. Milligrams to grams, divide milligrams by 1000. Okay. Are you clear, dear students? So in this session you want to multiply. Here you want to do the division. Okay. As usual, last lesson also, the length also we seen is we have subtraction, addition, subtraction. Here also same thing, addition of weights as well as subtraction. Okay, very very important. Next, our next lesson is lesson 5, capacity. Here also important terms are there, important for one word. Liter dash is a standard unit of measuring capacity. Liter dash and dash are the two commonly used unit, liter and milliliter. Okay, milliliter is denoted by ml, liter is denoted by L. Okay, conversion of units of capacity. 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. 1 milliliter is equal to 1000 liter. Here also, if you want to convert, what do you want to do? Here you want to convert liter into milliliter. That is conversion of higher to lower. What do you want to do? You should multiply by 1000. Okay, 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. So 6 liter is equal to 6 into 1000 milliliter. So answer is 6000. Likewise, so here we have to convert from liter to milliliter. What do you want to do? Multiply liters by 1000. To convert, just reverse, small to lower to higher. What do you want to? Divide by 1000. Okay, are you clear, guys? Next, addition of capacity as well as subtraction of capacity. So Today we just revise the 5 lessons. Please work out those examples, okay? So whenever you are revising, whatever doubt you have, just call or text me. I will help you. I will clear your doubts, okay guys? So be honest to yourself and do the revision, okay? So today after 11 o'clock, I will send some question. So finish those question, and after finishing the works, take a snapshot and send to me. Okay, students. Thank you. Take care. Bye.